My favorite Persian kebab and rice mukbang. Okay. Not to mention raccoons and the local crack addict. Honestly, I'm more worried about more worried about the raccoons than the crack addict. Because crack addict would run away if they saw Eve. A raccoon would try to fucking bite her.
Jim on anything. She walked around in circles in the living room and laid on the couch. She just wanted me to go down there and watch her lay on the couch.
Did you give her some food?
I gave her food, but she didn't eat it. She just lay down on the couch.
Maybe she just wanted you to tuck her in.
I gave her snuggles and gave her a head pat and told her to be good.
Well, I mean, it's her couch now. Yeah, 600 people here, but you pick on me. You make it too easy.
Olivia, you're doing good with your typing right now.
Good
Hello,
girl.
foodie beauties. Are you looking for
Trying
something
to
to add
girl
to
and
your
bird.
Good girl.
bucket mix? Get your hyper and you're gonna get it.
Oh boy.
And I'm super hungry as well. I have one of my favorite meals. I know I say that everything. I rotate my favorite foods. That's how it goes. So this is
Oh, and if you are considering donating, please may I point you to one of the question mark ones down below. Unlock some of those because I'm re-finding them out. Sin, I have been with your channel for years now. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome.
kebab. Persian kebab. And
Isn't there usually meat in a kebab?
Probably buried underneath the rice.
A kebab?
yeah, I have myself a side of yogurt. I have a huge thing of yogurt in my fridge. I have some beans. This is
Grains, beans,
That
potatoes,
looks awful.
tomatoes.
stewed beans with tomato. Oh, they're so good.
That looks terrible.
I'd give it a go.
And the kebab, of course, with the rice, which is the
Is that a whole ass 9x3 pan? Yeah, this is a fucking...
Yeah, this is a pan that you make to bring to family dinner.
This is a ZD pan.
Yeah.
This is a fucking ZD pan.
saffron rice with these little berry things, and
Barberries?
the kebab is underneath. We have to dig it out, and some fresh bread they make there. So, and I'm also having fruits to drink.
And a
Said-
whole pizza-sized chunk of bread.
2.
It's made in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Anyway, hi baby girl. Okay,
You said this earlier, and I thought it was a really good catch. Why doesn't Salad call her Bibigal?
Yeah, Salad doesn't call her Baby Gal. Salad calls her name.
let's dig out
The
these.
Salad's cat.
Yeah.
The cat only exists for Chantel to upset FFG with.
Yeah.
That's it. Salad actually likes the cat.
Wow, beard, magical.
Okay.
Nice buttery rice.
Like 8,000 calories and a lot of fucking carbs.
Yum. I love meat.
You'll love meat.
Oh, she's back on the floor. I didn't even notice. Is this first meal? I don't know. We got to see how she eats it.
Depends how
Where's my
fast
other
it goes.
kebab? Here we go. And a huge tomato. A grilled tomato.
Because that belongs in there.
Why is she sticking the poop hand in the food?
It's gross.
Demon cat voice? Yeah. All right, let's do a quick lottery bingo check.
Lottery bingo?
So, let us say Bismillah.
Okay, yeah, John, that's fair. You're more worried about what hand she's eating with than oral ringworm.
Blech.
That just thrush, kinda.
And dig in.
Disgusting.
With the beans.
I'm seeing
Dipping in the bread.
some first meal activities happening. Yep, first meal.
Yep.
Okay, she actually likes this one.
So excited over a bite of food.
As you can tell, we haven't done groceries yet. That will be
Should have groceries left.
tonight.
Okay, when was the last?
She literally just got groceries.
I gotta see when the last one was.
You stink!
Whoops.
Yes, she does.
Because I know it's barely 5 days.
Yes.
5 days, and they're out of groceries, and they got like
They're not. She just doesn't want to cook.
yeah.
She's got 1,700 eggs in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Inshallah. Yogurt? I love yogurt. Plain yogurt.
Yogurt with mutton and rice.
Yum.
Maybe.
Unsavory food, of course.
This actually looks like an edible meal.
This grilled tomato is where it's at.
I don't want guinea pig.
What?
It looks like a guinea pig. I don't know what kind of meat that is, but it's bizarro meat. I don't want it.
Sheep.
Yeah, I don't want it. It's bizarro meat.
I don't know if I've ever... I'm sure I've had sheep at some point.
Gyros or sheep?
Yeah.
I won't eat those. Bizarro meat.
I'm sure I've had lamb. I'm sure
Nope,
I've had.
not eating any of that weird shit.
Somebody said we need to get a Miss Sin Ills food on the bingo board. Conspiracy theory: Salad delivers groceries to people. He brings them home before delivering them so Chantel can make a video. That's why she's always surprised by what's in the bag. That's not bad. But I have a feeling it would be no time before he gets caught doing that shit.
Yeah, he couldn't be swiping groceries from customers.
I don't know, man. It's not impossible, but I don't know.
Right, John. It's brown meat log. I'll pass. I don't
You
know
could
what the
cut-
fuck. I have no idea what that is. It's meat log. I'm not eating it.
I could cook you up a fucking...
But you would know what kind of meat it was.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. I could cook you up a flank steak that looks exactly like that, and you would still eat it.
Because you would tell me what it was.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, it's
Then I wouldn't eat it.
bizarro meat. Yeah, rabbits. All right.
So, I thought today.
It looks
Yeah,
like
we're not eating rabbit. We're not eating any of those weird animals. No.
Then I went to a sports bar up in Huron that served cream cheese as a dipping sauce.
With sweet potato fries.
Interesting.
I could see that go with sweet potato fries.
Ooh, Amelia, you're gonna have to let me know where that is. I might have to go take the drive and check that out.
It's not for you, baby girl. She's like, what am I having?
That's interesting. Because cream cheese is a base for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Maybe. It was actually pretty good. If you want, message me where the place is. I want to look it up.
Oh, we also have some Tiir and lemon.
It's called. Hold on. Look, don't put it in chat because I won't remember. Send it to me on Twitter or something.
I think this is arugula. Mm-hmm. Now, I thought we'd talk about tipping culture these days.
Oh, boy.
Why? Do you guys even tip over there?
Well, she doesn't tip. Ever.
Probably not.
Fucking weird.
She's been weird.
She really wants to get in sissy room.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty step.
Just trying to get in there earlier.
She's got the fucking candy.
Maybe.
Now, tipping culture is different in every country.
Oh, well, I can. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off on the
She's seen
pass.
people talking about it on TikTok. Now she does too.
By the way, Olga is at half stream boss, and Miss Sin's favorite donation would definitely be a shin kick in there. The gorilla regret. I'm gonna cut this off at the pass.
Okay.
I believe in tipping.
Yes, absolutely.
Tipping at a restaurant,
Places
tipping
where they're meant to be tipped.
at a tipping a bartender. Like that girl who screwed up the drinks the other night, she still got a really good tip because that's our normal chick. She always takes care of us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't her fault that they got different stuff.
Right.
And she was so apologetic. She took it, but she still got a good fucking tip.
Right.
Tipping service people, I will. That's for sure.
Yeah. Like the people who do your hair and your nails and your shit. You tip for that kind of stuff.
I am not tipping gas station attendants.
No.
I am not tipping vape jockeys. I am not tipping when I pick up food.
No, because they're getting paid normal wage.
Do you tip? Would you tip for a massage? Yes.
Yes.
Because you're doing a service.
Like here, it's a choice. You know, like it's not mandatory. And there's some countries that are like that. There's some countries that frown upon tipping, and then there's some countries who
Vape jockeys. I went to a vape store.
The guy at the vape store, yeah.
Yeah, I went to a fucking vape store, and I just get my Tyson vape, and they spin the thing around, And it said, do you want to leave a tip? Like, no, I fucking don't. Oh, sorry, I thought.
It's basically, like, in my opinion, a bit out of control.
Housekeepers get tips, yeah?
Yep.
Like, I'm pretty sure Canada being one of those, U.S.
At least at Christmas time if they're regular housekeepers.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not tipping at fucking coffee shops. I'm not tipping at anything like that.
Nope.
I'm not tipping fucking the Dunkin' Donuts people. I tip bartenders, waiters, massage. I would tip housekeeper. I would tip barber. I've had the same barber.
Shut up, Sam.
I've had the same barber for like 7 fucking years. And I give her a good tip every time because she does my hair perfectly.
She does. She does a good job.
Those are the people I'm not tipping you at the gas station. I'm not tipping the pizza guy who hands me the box.
Oh, yeah. When you go in to pick up the pizza, like I went, last time I picked up pizza, where was it, like Domino's or something, like a month ago. I ordered it online for pickup, went in to pick it up. Like they had the thing for a tip, but I said no, because I'm going in to pick it up. And I went in and she handed me the stuff and the sauces and everything. And I was like, can I get a bag? And she was like, we don't give a bag for pickup orders. I'm like she was mad I didn't tip her on the freaking thing. I'm like, okay, fine then. I don't get a bag. Fuck you.
Every time I think of the tipping issue, I think of the Reservoir Dogs movie.
Okay, but in that movie, Steve Buscemi was pissed about $1.
Yeah, that's different.
Where Mr. Pink is like, Steve Buscemi is like, telling everyone off because you got a tip, and the other guy's like, I only tip if it's good service.
That's true. Foodie does beg for donos. But there's the difference. Don't tip your service people. Give that money to me instead.
Yeah.
This sauce, oh. You guys ever had this kebab?
No.
Chantel's never had a job serving other people, though.
Yeah, because they don't make minimum wage. They should.
They should, but they don't.
Yeah.
And she's never had a job like that or anything where it's dealing with customers, making something for somebody, doing like anything that would get a tip. She's never done.
Yeah.
So she doesn't realize how difficult it is.
When I did construction, people would try to tip us for like putting in cabinets and shit. Like, no, you paid for the thing. Like, then again, yes, you can tip us too, by the way, if you're enjoying it. We're busking here on YouTube.
What do you guys think about tipping?
I am pro tipping service industry.
Yeah.
I think it's
because you know what? If you tip somebody well, especially at your bar, at your restaurant, wherever your common grounds are, tip a mover, yes. If you tip somebody well, you know what else secured her tip?
Huh.
Your usual.
Yeah.
She said, you want your usual? I said, yep. That was it.
Like 20% of your bill. Or...
Hold on.
It's just some random thing off Google, probably.
But that's a restaurant.
Yeah, it's a restaurant.
You got a margarita, tacos, and fries. You're at a restaurant. You give a tip at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Or... I mean... I don't know. It's just like... You're getting tipped extra money to do your job. You know,
exactly, Frankenbeans. I have a restaurant joint. I walk in. Waitress knows what I want. I get my food. 20% tip every time.
You're bringing me a Coke to the table. You're bringing my food from the kitchen to the table. You know, like, you're expected to do those things, and you're expected to be nice.
Yeah, but they don't get paid as much as other workers do. That's the point, Chantel.
And out of all the things...
And they're not just bringing your food. They're also cleaning up after you.
And out of all the things to bitch about with tipping, like
Surprise, motherfucker, this is the missile guidance system, bitch. I'm about to show you why the U.S. doesn't have free healthcare.
then they want to tip after launching one of those scuds.
Right.
But that's the thing, man, is out of all the places you can complain about tipping, vape stores, fucking gas stations, pizza shops that you go in and pick it up, they won't give you a bag. Subway, they want 10% for making my shitty sandwich.
You know, I was thinking, oh, go ahead.
You pick a waitress.
What?
She picks a waitress to bitch about, not any of this other shit.
No,
she
not
picks
the
a
other
fucking
shit. The
waitress.
Yeah, the waitress. I was thinking about, so I was talking about like work money earlier.
Oh, fuck this.
You know, I clean houses, but I don't charge hourly. I charge like per the house. Like if your house is super dirty, you got a lot of pets, it's going to be more than a house. It's just like a couple old people doing nothing. But I don't charge hourly because if I were to come to somebody's house and be like, okay, it's $50 an hour, people react like, oh, well, I don't make $50 an hour and you're just cleaning.
Yeah.
But like if the electrician comes to your house or the plumber comes there and snakes your drain and he's there for 15 minutes and charges you $230, you don't question that. You're not like, well, I don't make that much money to do like.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have to worry about like?
That's what I've been telling you from when you started. You don't quote hourly.
No, I don't quote hourly.
You can't.
You can't because people get upset.
Because like we were talking.
When they think about it like that, they're like, well, I don't make that much money. But yeah, you don't make as much money as the plumber or the electrician, but you don't try to finagle them either. You pay them what they ask for.
And that's the other thing. Like, if you're going to raise the price, it's easier to go, well, the prices are going to go up $15 instead of 15%. 15% sounds scary. $15 sounds reasonable.
Right.
Do you fully believe that if someone does not plan to tip or have money to tip, they shouldn't be going out to eat or trying to seek out service? Yeah. If you can't throw $5 down on your $20 breakfast, don't go out to eat.
Right. No.
It's like when we went out to lunch.
Or order less.
It was $20. We go to this really, really good place. Her and I ate 2 full meals for $20. I was flabbergasted. And I left like a $6 tip. So a little over 25%.
Right.
Because I had a 5 and a single. But it was great service. It's $5.
Right.
It's $5. I do. Okay, cool. Also, I wasn't a fan of the fact that a previous job I had at a restaurant, the manager took our tips from us. Whoa. That's why usually I tip in cash and I hand it to him and I like pull it back a little bit and I go, for you. For you. Not to share.
So don't be super nice and I'll just keep my 20%. 20%, like...
Yeah, Chantel's going to bitch about $5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now it's like going up 25%. You see on the thing. You see, some restaurants make it mandatory to tip.
Yeah, they put it in the bill called gratuity.
Julia. User.
Yeah, if you don't want to tip, go to fucking McDonald's.
And the biggest argument I see is, how could you not tip a lot?
That's some of the classiest shit you just said. I'm telling you, man. If you can, always tip in cash. They appreciate it so much more. It doesn't have to go through like 4 different hands before they get it. It goes right to them.
Don't you know waiters only get paid like...
If they have a forced tip, I don't tip on top of it. Bingo.
Yeah.
$4 an hour, $2 an hour.
Cash is also untaxed.
That's not true anymore.
No, it is. She just said it's not true that waitresses only get $4 an hour.
That's absolutely true.
It is true. They don't. Some places they don't even make $4 an hour. It's like $3.15.
Yeah.
Maybe at one time some waiters, yes, but there's minimum wage. I think
no,
she's
a fucking idiot.
Dumb.
Maybe it's different in Canada.
Do we have any Canadians out there?
Minimum wage is different.
Yeah, the white man can't take their money. Exactly.
Different for waiters. Here's the thing. You know what can fix this problem? How about the corporations or the businesses?
Okay, Chantal.
Stop using customers to supplement waiters' incomes.
Where is she getting this?
This is a good question.
She did not come up with this. Minimum in Ohio is $5.05. That must be for servers, because I think the minimum wage is still $7.25.
No, our minimum wage now is up to like $9.20 or something.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't think so. Federal is still $7.25. Ohio. Okay, while I'm looking this up, what was your first paying job? 10.25.
I made $7.20 an hour at my first job.
What was your first job?
I had a call center.
Oh. So $7.25 is federal, I think. $5.25 is the tipped minimum wage. Yeah. My first job, I was making, I think, $6.75 an hour.
Yeah.
It was at the nursing home.
Wow.
Like, that's the problem.
And then carpentry was more, and then Best Buy was significantly more.
So what did it say? What's the Ohio minimum wage?
Oh, $10.25.
$10.25 now?
Yeah. But you can't even, like, you see McDonald's hiring sign, they're starting at like 14.
Yeah.
My first job was baling hay, 10 cents per bale. Wow, nice.
I worked at a factory
I don't
once
think
where
I
we put
finished these.
price stickers on things, and you got paid 2 cents per sticker that you stickered. Like they had a little price gun, and it was a big warehouse for all the stuff that goes to Mark's, and you had to put a price sticker on it.
Wow.
And however many things you put on it, you got paid like 2 cents per each one, and you just do thousands of them.
That's pretty cool.
It was kind of cool. You didn't make a lot of money though, because you had to be really fast to actually make any money.
Yeah. I earn exceptional tits. I earn my exceptional tips
I earned my exceptional tips.
from loving my job as a bartender. Chantel couldn't even have enough strength to hold a pint glass and pour a draft. No,
Right.
Guarantee not. That was a Freudian slip.
You see Chantel trying to carry one of those big trays with all the plates of food on it, and
Yeah.
all the drinks, like all fancy. I couldn't do that. I could not be a server.
No.
I've never worked I worked at a restaurant for one day. I thought I was going to be a server. They had me go in the kitchen and cut onions for like 4 hours, and I never went back. It's like, nope, done.
The quickest job I ever had, I got hired at Giant Eagle as a cashier. I was there for about 3 or 4 weeks, but they just had me doing cart duty. They never trained me, and I just never went back after. It was like, hey, I'm supposed to be...
Doing something.
Yeah, I got hired to do something else. And she's like, oh, we'll train you next month. I said, all right, bye, and left. It's fine. Goodbye.
A tip is a tip. Something a little extra. Not
I don't think she just doesn't understand.
supplementing the whole the waiter's whole income.
The cat's saying hello. Does anybody else's cats randomly scream hello when no one is around?
Them less just so they can get tips. Like, you can't rely. In my opinion, it's wrong to rely.
Okay, now, Chantel, yes, technically correct. But the issue is, I like paying for my $3 beer.
Oh, other cats scream hello. I thought it was just our cats.
On that.
Hello? Hello? They do it all the time.
Especially at rich chain restaurants, maybe a little mom and pop shop. Well, you still have to like budget to pay your waiters well. I mean, people will say, don't go out to eat if you can't afford to tip. Don't open a store if you can't afford to pay your employees. That's, you know what I mean? Like, no.
She is just
She's an idiot. That's it.
so
She's
far off.
just a freaking idiot.
That's just so wrong, in my opinion. I remember growing up, tip used to be so cheap, like $2-3 at the table. Now it's like a whole thing on the transaction. Like, how much do you want to leave? 10, 15, 20? I don't even know if there is a 10 anymore. They keep upping it with... It's like, it shouldn't go
When was the last time you went out to eat, Chantel? Stop it.
up with inflation. What the heck?
Oh, she's probably complaining because Salad isn't making tips. And she's not either. She's not
Maybe.
getting her tips and her super chats and all that shit.
Right.
And I don't think that her complaining about it is going to get it anymore.
No, it's definitely not.
And all this tells me is that they didn't tip at the restaurant.
No, they probably did not. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe over there it's not a tipping. Some places don't pay less to servers, so it's not a tipping economy. Some places don't have that.
Maybe.
Like some places, tipping is completely unheard of.
And if you
That's
don't,
sad. I'm happy just to get chatters and views. That's the thing, man, is engagement helps you out a ton.
Mm-hmm.
If someone drops $1, 10, whatever, that's great too, but the only thing you have to do is hit the like button.
Yes.
don't tip like 20%, you get reamed out by people. Like, it's so cheap. Like, they really give you heck.
Oh, really?
Also,
when has a server ever really given you heck for not giving them 20%? And they were like, oh, you're so cheap. Who's done that to you, Chantel?
This has never happened.
When has that happened in your life?
This has never happened.
Maybe the person really can only afford to pay for the meal.
Okay, then they shouldn't go to eat.
Yeah.
You go out to eat and you've got $50 in your pocket, and you look at the menu. You don't order $50 worth of food. You order a little bit less, so you have some left over to tip. Duh.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not up to the customer to feel guilty that they can't subsidize the waiter's wages.
This is coming from the same kind of customer who will probably want refills on things constantly, complain about their food, want more sauces brought out, want this and that and whatever, feel like she should just be waited on hand and foot like a princess in there. And then I'm not subsidizing you.
If we're talking about subsidizing corporate employees, I think we need to look at other things before we start talking about tipping. I don't know. The fact that we subsidize 90% of Walmart's employees,
Yeah, I think
and 90% of Amazon employees with our taxes via social programs.
Food stamps and Medicaid. Like, I've heard that when you get a job at Walmart, they tell you how to apply for food stamps and Medicaid.
Yeah.
Because you make so much money, you're able to get it. So that should not be a thing.
Yeah.
That's worse than tipping culture. Let's worry about that.
Yep.
More memes. She begs salad nightly for even just the tip. That's what this is about. She's not getting her tip.
There's an allegation that she
Maureen.
was in Peach Dream recently. That's where she's getting this. She's getting this from him.
That makes sense.
That would make sense.
That would be Pete's.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was early 20s, food service made me racist 4 hours. Did you get cut off by a cheeseburger? Indians, Asians, highly Jews tip the best. I believe that.
Or the waitress. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I mean that respectfully.
Thank you, Cult and Memes.
I think waitresses and waiters and food servers, they do work hard. I think that you should pay them appropriately. It's a form of customer service. I used to get paid, some places like $12 an hour for customer service.
Yeah, you were a fucking phone jockey.
Yeah, it's different. Not the same kind of customer service.
Customer service and service industry are not the same thing.
No, they're not.
I worked a couple of times when I had to fill in for somebody at the customer service gimmick at Best Buy while they went to like lunch or something. And I wasn't pouring them beer from behind the Geek Squad counter.
Right.
So, this could use some parm cheese. These beans.
Oh.
Well, I must have put
Frank
my
and Beans, you're very right. Chantel doesn't understand that if the servers are paid more, her food will cost more.
Yeah.
She will be very upset when her giant family-sized portion of food costs $5 or $10 more than it did, so that the servers don't need a tip.
Didn't she call restaurants for refunds on food she ate? Absolutely.
Of course she did.
Sometimes I have an emergency parm laying around.
Yes, sir. It was Veterans Day. We serve free meals to veterans. I still made freaking bank from free food. Yeah, because even when we had that really bad meal at that one restaurant, they took everything off, and I still tipped the lady.
Right, because it's not the server's fault if the food sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm not cheap. I'm not anti-tipping entirely.
You are cheap. Stop it. You won't even take your cat to get fucking vaccinated.
But I think it's gone far enough.
Oh, there you are.
I bet she doesn't tip the cat groomer either.
I tip the lady who grooms Eve.
The lady who grooms Eve deserves a big fucking tip. I cannot imagine how awful she has to be back there. She probably drives everyone insane.
The one day I went in, I could hear her walking in the store.
She's such a baby.
Oh, and that's what she said when she calls me. She goes, Matthew. I go, hello. And she goes, your big, whiny baby is ready to get picked up.
Like a bit too far with the expectations, you know? Like tipping at drive-thrus? I don't know.
No.
What are her comments on this? I want to see if her chat is completely against her.
Okay, let's see. So say your waiter from your anniversary didn't get a tip.
Would she delete her reply?
Oh, shouldn't it be through the employer though? Not the customer subsidizing your income. What the hell is she talking about? Prices will go up, and she never responded to that.
Of course not.
And she must have deleted that comment. I was a waitress for years, and I had to rely on tips to make money. So I strongly believe waitresses and waiters should get tips, and even some convenience store customers leave tips. At least where I live in Pa, even Dunkin' Donuts. Yep, see? Yeah, and what does she say back? That's exactly my point. You had to rely on tips. Employers should just be paying you more.
This is just socialism. Everyone deserves the living wage. This is just Pete. This is just Pete's.
They're making more money with the tips than they would be on a minimum wage.
Yes, they are.
If I tip $25.35 if I go out to eat, if I order DoorDash, 35%. Wow.
Wow, LOL.
You enjoy, sweetie. You look fabulous today. Love and comfort for you and salad. Restaurants are one thing, but I do think it's insane that food places ask for tip for the drive-thru. Yeah, no.
That would be, if that was her rant, that would be fine. But it's the living wage. I'm going to scream about socialism like Pete's is what she's doing.
Just had enough, girl. What?
Click on this answer. Pretty sure that's a meal for a family. So much rice. Did I finish it? You did an hour later, I'm sure.
Give your head a shake. When you order a kebab meal, it's for one person, not a family. Are you starving your family?
Oh my God.
Jesus. She must have deleted them out. You're probably blocked. Curious if your views on tipping and delivery partners is the same.
Oh, click this one. Owners will pass the higher wage. They would pay their servers right to their customers. Careful what you ask for. I don't live in Canada, but you're right. They're probably greedy enough to do that.
Does she think that a restaurant...
A small business, mom and pop restaurant's greedy?
Yeah, does she think restaurant owners are just pocketing fucking cash?
I mean... Well, she doesn't grocery shop, so she doesn't realize how expensive the price of the actual food is to buy to cook in your restaurant now.
You
know, see that
bar
she just gets free food from poor people food banks.
That bar we go to, every time we see the owner guy there, he's always in his Lamborghini or his Range Rover.
Right, yeah.
He's not driving a truck like mine. It's
right.
10 years old. Jesus Christ.
If people want to give a tip, like, what am I tipping you for? At a drive-thru? Handing me my coffee? Like...
Yeah, no, you don't tip at a drive...
right, if your argument was about the drive-thru, Chantel, people would agree with you.
You know, the person making the coffee, that's your job. That's your job. So, to me...
Right, the person making the coffee is getting paid their wage.
Yeah, they are minimum wage.
The one who should be paying you to do your job.
Like our friend that worked at that bar... She showed me she would get like a $3 check for the entire week.
Yeah.
Because after they take out whatever, like, you know, they take the taxes and all that, whatever, out of her check, that was like $40 for the entire week of work.
Yeah, but she would make a
tips.
Few hundred in tips.
Right.
Customer, it should be the especially something like, you know, a coffee chain. They make a lot of money and they can't afford to pay their...
You know what? I will say, the Jersey Mike's I go to, the guy knows... This is very implicative of me. The guy knows my fucking phone number. So he picks it up and he goes, Big Kahuna, chicken or regular? I say chicken. He goes, all right, 15 minutes. I'll leave them a tip.
Their employees more? The customers will handle it.
Yeah, she has a very antiquated notion of what chains are.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks chain restaurants are like Taco Bell, Burger King, not a franchise of an Applebee's, a franchise of a fucking TGI Fridays or whatever.
Right. All restaurant owners to her is like the CEO of company.
Yeah.
Hi. So that just like, as Peter Griffin once said, that really grinds my gears.
What, that people have tipping jobs?
Yes.
See people like, what set this all off is I see TikTok videos, and I saw one woman.
I knew it was
She
a
worked with
TikTok.
DoorDash, okay? And I don't know if you saw this clip, it was viral, and she was
Do you
knocking
think
at
DoorDash shouldn't get tips either?
Yeah, probably.
the guy's door, and she was saying, she brought his delivery, and she was like, are you crazy? Like, do you know, I'm paraphrasing, do you know how far the restaurant is to your home? It's like 40 minutes, and you only tipped $8?
Okay, so she was an asshole.
Uh-huh.
Because you see what that is before you take the order.
Right.
Like, it shows you what the tip is.
Lady, $8 is a lot. And why take the assignment if it's too far? You can't, like, people are just relying on people tipping. It's so, like, you know, and like she was so just ungrateful about it, and like only $8. That's like symbolizes perfectly how people see tipping nowadays, you know? Like, it's just never enough, it seems.
Yeah, no, that was her fault.
Yeah, some people are assholes. I'm shocked to find this out just now.
Right?
Because even if people tip $2, $2, $3, that adds up if you're working a full shift and every table gives you $2 to $3, which that's manageable for people to.
Who was tipping $2?
Chantel. Chantel is tipping $2 at a restaurant. It adds up. If you're fast, you get $2 from every table. You can make a whole like $20 tonight. That's Chantel. She tips $2 at a restaurant.
That is bad.
She
They
does.
do, you know.
Oh, I guarantee. Is it just me, or does the John Wick Dono vid never have any sound? Because usually it gets copyright claimed and I just mute it. But you can hear it live. You can hear the John Wick live. As a Starbucks employee, I will say that my customers are a mix of nightmare and joy. I will also say that when people toss a few extra dollars because they like us, we appreciate it. Never do I get mad about tips. Anyways, here's $1 for your service. Thank you, Bun.
Thank you, Bun Captor.
And I appreciate that.
So at the end of the day, if you're serving like, you know, let's say an extra 30 to 40 bucks a day, you know.
That's
Yeah.
it right there. I
You
did
made-
$3. You did enough tables. You should be able to make that work faster.
You made $30 today?
Mm-hmm. That's good money.
If she... Like, do you see how mad she gets when she doesn't get $30 in super chats in
Yeah.
a stream?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get 30 to 40 bucks a day over top of their salary just for doing their job. So anyway, the woman with the
And
DoorDash.
you know what? Sarcastic Jay, that's exactly how I do this. They're appreciated, not expected.
Right.
Like I would appreciate a big wick energy.
Woman was complaining, took the food back. She just left with the food.
Can we give Chantel the Cobra super chats? 5 cents, 76, 11.
I can't believe that. Anyway, I definitely think it's on the employer.
She has been watching Pete's.
Yep.
Be quiet!
Business
Yes.
owners are bad. Landlords are bad. All people are bad. Give me
Reading,
all your money.
reading between the lines here, I think Chantel has a superiority complex. She wants servers to be grateful for her tipping. She's stroking her own ego in this one. However, I think she wouldn't last an hour in the service industry. She needs to just shut up.
Yep.
No, God, no. She couldn't even walk for an hour. You think she'd be going around bussing tables, carrying out shit, getting orders, bringing it
No,
back?
she's like, it's so easy. All you did was carry my food over here on your feet for 8 hours, back and forth, all day long. Like,
There's no way.
yeah, she could never do it.
Pay them better, you know? Well, some businesses can't afford it. Some customers can't afford it, you know?
Then don't go out to eat.
Yeah.
Chantel, I have a crisp $50 bill, American bill, somewhere. If you can go work in a restaurant as a server for 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
There's your $25 an hour.
Yep.
No tips. You don't get to take any tips. But I'll give you that crisp $50 bill if you can do it.
She can't do it.
But you have to live stream the whole thing. 2 hours straight. No breaks, nothing.
No sits. No stopping to sit.
$2 to $3, yeah. But if you go out to eat and your bill's $80, that's like what, over $20 tip?
Yeah.
It would be
I don't know,
20.
I'm bad at math, but it's a huge tip. That's like one meal. So you're tipping a whole.
This is coming from the lady who said she wouldn't read any super chats under $15.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo.
All she had to do was read.
Yeah, and she couldn't even be bothered to do that. Olivia said, give me 50, I'll make you see Jesus. Yeah, I might need to take you up on that. I fucked my back up.
Meal just to go out and eat?
Miss Sin was trying her best. She's like getting it with her elbow. I'm like, it's not, no.
I'll never do that again in my life. Sorry.
Again?
She never did it once.
Ew. You know what I mean?
I love it.
You know what I mean? No one knows what you mean.
She's like searching for a meat.
I'll get a lot of hate for that because most people are.
Pro service industry?
Most people are not Scrooge McDuck with their pennies over here, Chantel.
Not raging hypocrites?
Right.
Why should I read out your $2? Be grateful for my $2, but go. I think we could probably make a compilation of her saying, take your $2 and shove it up your ass.
Right.
Of the mind that, heck yeah, you should be tipping. I didn't say not to tip. Okay.
You kind of did. You said give them pennies on the dollar for their hard work.
Yeah, literally.
Because we do. I'm just saying it's out of hand.
Everything's out of hand, Chantel. The whole world is too expensive right now.
Motherfuck. It was like $5 for a gallon of milk.
Yeah. It's
And
ridiculous.
that's just my opinion. Are you pretty? Why do you like to watch me eat every single thing, even if you don't like it?
When the big thing eats, she eats. Feed the cat.
Really yummy. I love yogurt.
Good for
I never
you.
used to like plain yogurt.
Is she putting yogurt in the rice? It's disgusting.
Unless it was used in like a sauce.
Just gonna dump it in.
Anyway, that's my opinion
She looks
Bean
like
soup and yogurt in
on the
rice.
matter.
Yum.
Way out of hand.
it is out of hand. Tipping culture is very out of hand. But you should still tip your servers.
Nikki is right. Yes, you want the hate because for you, your hate equals money and views. Same thing with the fucking story about the sick cat that she didn't need to tell anybody. She knew that this was gonna, he's trying to get me canceled. She knew it was gonna piss people off. So she came out here with this moronic take about tipping to try to get views. That's it. Chantel is so fucking phony.
Is your milk $5? It was at the gas station because I needed
it
it.
was at the gas station.
Yeah, I needed it really fucking quick, so it was like $4.70 for the gallon.
Yeah,
but I
at
think
the grocery store, it's like $3.
Yeah, $3 or $3.50.
At the gas station, everything's more expensive.
Yeah, I needed it like right then. Kids were freaking the fuck out. I should have explained that earlier, but it wasn't a year ago, not even, that eggs were
eggs were like $6.
Six, seven.
Now they're back down to like $2.
Yeah, those are $7 a dozen.
I know I eat the same food a lot. You know, you can trust it, you know? Are you guys adventurous? Like, you like to
I've spent what, $80 a week on fucking gas alone. It's
try different things from a restaurant? Like, we've ordered from this restaurant many times, and I always get the same thing.
And you never tip them?
Like, I'm nervous to try something else.
that sucked because I ate 2 eggs every day. Toward the end, that's all Mom would really eat. Was like eggs. Sometimes she would have rice and shit like that. But I would cook eggs, and then I'd have to go get eggs because I eat like 3 eggs at a go, and she would eat 1. So I'd be going through a carton of eggs at least every other day. That shit hurt.
Oh. So, I had Salah. I basically have Netflix again.
Oh, could you not afford it for a little bit? I'll tell you, fucking that Netflix shit, that's looking pretty cut-offable.
Because I wanted to watch.
That came out of my account the other day. $18.
Yeah,
16
I don't
or
know
18?
why we both have separate Netflixes. We should just have one Netflix.
Because we have too many devices.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Okay.
You got all those.
Yeah, I have the kid and her friend on mine.
Yeah, and I got my brother,
Yeah.
the boys on mine.
Yeah.
Watch Fall of the House of Usher. I don't have the attention span for shows anymore. I tried watching a bunch of shows. Is that show really good?
I have no
I kept
idea what you're
zoning
talking
out.
about.
That House of Usher show. I've been wanting to watch that. It's apparently it gets really good, but it's just a lot of talking first couple episodes. You would like it.
I do like
It's the
I like
Edgar Allan
drama.
Poe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The only one so far that I've been watching consistently when I can is Dahmer.
Oh, dude, cutting cable, that saved like $160 a fucking month.
Right. Powerful quill with a jailbroke fire stick. We have one of those, and I had so much freaking trouble, like constantly having to update the whatever shit that you get all the movies and things off of. Drove me insane. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
It was too much, like too much. It was just too much trying to constantly have to update it or change whatever. Find the movie on this server, find the movie on that. So like it was just a pain in the freaking ass.
And that's why 90% of the shit that I get are from completely legitimate sources.
Yeah. But I'm liking that Pick Fruit app for the movies on the phone that you just cast to the TV. That's got everything on it.
Yeah.
Which I kind of stopped watching because it made me feel ick.
Roku has a ton of free channels, yeah. I think I pay because it was a big deal for my aunt when we cut the cable. So I signed all my shit on her TV. I pay for the Hulu, I pay for the Netflix. She has YouTube TV, and that's $60 a month.
Yeah. Much better than cable.
A third of the cost, and she has everything she wants.
Right.
They give you like 3 of these or 4 of these. We always put some in the freezer. So I have a ton of cucumber. Oh, yeah, by the way, so on Netflix, I always change the subject. I had Salah watch 1408.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Like, whatever happened to John Cusack anyway?
Gary, you're right. The Korean shows and movies are fantastic.
Missin won't watch Hereditary again.
I'm never watching that movie again. That was a good fucking movie. We've rewatched it, even though I never rewatch anything because it's been so long since we watched it. And then we watched that like 5-hour breakdown of the movie where we found out that all of like the demon like words that she was using to cast the spell for the real fucking demon were actually real. Never playing that shit in my house again, ever. You're not allowed to watch it. We're never watching it again. We're not incanting any demons into the house. It's not happening.
Is he still making movies? I haven't seen any.
And I'm like scared of attics in the ceiling now. I'm never watching it again.
John Cusack is such a good fucking actor. He's a psycho, but he's such a good actor.
But he really liked it. I didn't think he would.
I have one credit card. I'm working on chipping down, Livy. I'm working on it. That's all I'm worried about right now. That's the only debt I have left.
But he did. He was intently watching it. And the cat too in bed was like. And then I was like.
And look at that stream boss HP on Olga. That's a quick hit.
But you know.
Shelly, I understand no Latin words.
No Ouija boards in the house, and not that movie anymore. I thought it was just a movie. I didn't realize it was real. And then that guy broke it down and like, oh, this is a real demon.
Oh,
the
yeah.
summoning words were all the real words. Fuck you. That movie is never playing in my house again.
Paimon's a real demon.
Nope. Never again.
The book is better. The short story is better. The movie is good, but they have to elaborate it because the short story is short, right?
1408 was a good. I liked that.
But I was really impressed. It's not bad. But every time I watch it, I get that Carpenter song in my head.
Oh, she's gonna say
only just begun.
Yeah, it's gonna be stuck in my head
like
forever.
over and over.
What?
My mom would flip her shit were I to say I buy a Luigi board.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I would too. No, you're not even getting a t-shirt with a Ouija board on it. Not in my fucking house. It's not happening.
No women is stream boss. Thank you, Colt.
Yes. My baby girl. Do you like bread? I think she does.
You could have gave her some of the giant bits of meat that you had.
She's so cute.
She's looking at you like, bitch, you had meat. And you're giving me this?
No?
She mad. I lick my butt at you.
Super dick. Means what do you want in Arabic?
You realize demons aren't real, right?
No, they are.
Look, man.
I ain't playing. I don't care. I ain't seen one in real life, but I'm not playing.
We don't have fucking 3,000 years of people talking about the same proper noun demons and their effects without there being a little fire to that smoke.
Right.
It's like Wendigos have been around since like Aztec and Indian times. That shit has to have been real at some point.
Watching for signs along the way.
And also, I'm not willing to fuck around and find out.
But also, if you've never seen Hereditary, it is good and freaking terrifying. Just don't watch it in your own house if you don't want demons.
Carpenters. Poor Karen. So yeah, groceries tonight. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna hedge my bets. On the off chance they are real, I'll leave it be.
Right.
And then grocery haul.
Hello, Kekistan, you got us? Yeah, I watched it twice, and
So what's the name of that thing that we watched? Because you have to watch it, Kekistani Goddess. You have to watch the breakdown. What's the name of that guy's channel?
oh, I'll find it and I'll tweet at me and I'll send it to you.
And then tomorrow, there's something I've been craving and I have to make it.
The Complete Guide to Hereditary, Everything Explained.
Yeah.
On, what's the name?
Novum?
Novum?
Yeah.
Novum? Yes. Kekistani Goddess, yes.
Why are you looking at the bread with despair? Why? You wish
She don't fucking want it.
she was a big
She wants her ringworm treated.
mouse.
I can believe that they're drugging the cat. I could believe that.
Why would they be drugging the cat?
Because it just seems like a Chantel thing to do. If Mom is so scared of the paranormal, come pay a visit to Vegas. We'll go to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum with all the haunted and demonic items in there.
Fuck that.
not only fuck that dude's a fraud.
He is a fraud.
If you want to talk about real haunted shit, we were just talking about this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
On the AAA, we were just, Drunkle and I spent like an hour talking about the Warrens. Ed and Lorraine Warren. That's some real shit. And I guess like a couple days before Ed Warren died, he took a knife and he stabbed a death tarot card onto the real Annabelle doll case.
Whoopsie poopsie.
So I was like, whew, that's some creepy shit, man. Had a number of experiences myself there. After that, we can go to Shrek the Musical. Thank you, Liz.
Stop it, Susan.
I rebuke street magic.
It's nice of you to join us. She's gotten so big. Okay, I think it's bugging you being there.
The actual Annabelle doll is creepier than the one they used in the movie, too. Did you watch a documentary on the Warrens? I watched the one that Wendigoon did. That was fucking amazing.
So yes, I like the movie. One of my favorite horror movies because I love the story. Have you guys read the short story? If you really want a creepy short story.
Yeah, it's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Actually, a lot of the stories in
I used to have a
Stephen
Raggedy
King's
Ann doll.
Do you want another one?
No.
Everything's Eventual is so good. Are so good.
Your theory about why people are scared of uncanny valley faces is interesting.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
So, Uncanny Valley. I'll try to make a short story long here. Uncanny Valley is like the thing that almost looks human, but doesn't quite, like the portions, the movement, it's not quite right. I was so drunk talking about this last night too, and I explained it so well. We are inherently afraid of this because at some point in our evolution, that was a predator.
Yeah.
That whatever that was
that looked like
a
us,
predator.
but wasn't us. That made us naturally be afraid of it.
Yeah, that was a predator to us.
It's so fucking creepy.
just keep that in the back of your mind. We have an innate fear of things that almost look like us because at some point that was a predator. My mom legit cast an evil spirit out of my brother's house. We had to put consecrated oil in all the mirrors. We don't play with that stuff. I don't fucking blame you. I don't blame you.
You have to
like how we're inherently, we avoid tigers because tigers would just eat us
right.
At some point in our evolution. They would just eat us. That's why we avoid things that,
Save the rice.
Saving that shit.
And one of those stories is 1408. And it's pretty short. I mean, it's long enough, I guess, but it's really, really good. Creepy. The best haunted hotel story besides The Shining. I might even like the 1408 more. No, who am I kidding?
Yeah, 1408 is scarier than The Shining.
But The Shining was good.
The Shining was
It was
good, but it's a
Kubrick.
different time.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, because I like Kubrick's reimagining of The Shining more than the novel in certain ways. Don't kill me for saying that.
I don't believe Chantel read The Shining.
How many fucking hotel horror movies are there?
I don't know. Probably a few.
The Shining, 1408, which wasn't really a hotel, I guess technically.
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a few.
I got nothing.
It's got something wet on the bottom, so I have to wait. I have to vacuum.
Oh yeah, Identity is a hotel horror movie, isn't it? They were in
messy,
hotel for that.
Yeah.
messy.
That was a good one. Psycho.
FICO.
Yeah.
Bates Motel.
I don't know what that was.
Sin is just afraid he might like the one dissy. I'll give it a go.
Oh well.
Dark Waters was an apartment. That was good too, though.
Part of the
Yeah, she's Dr. Sleep.
enjoyment of bread
Wasn't bad.
That's also its sequel to The Shining.
Yeah, that's the Shining part too.
The
That was
smell.
not bad.
That was with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Had just enough.
Isn't Dark
Just
Water?
enough.
Isn't Dark Water about the Asian chick that got killed and thrown into the?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Or there was a blood in the apartment building or something. I saw it a while ago.
Okay, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you for listening to me rant. I will always give my opinions respectfully, but that's why I have my channel. So I can talk about what I want. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
We paid no attention to what Chantel's talked about for the last half of this video.
Yeah, no. Once she stopped ranting and just started talking about food, we kind of went off in our own direction. But with that, guys, that is the end of this